Magnetic North Adventures, where the treasure calls our name. Through the forests and the waters, we'll never be the same. With every find we're cleaning, leaving nothing but the earth. Magnetic North Adventures, discovering our world.
Good morning, good afternoon and good evening. It's Lee from Magnetic North Adventures. Hope you're all doing well. To my subscribers, new, old, those people just visiting, you're all very, very welcome. Today we're doing another of the Roman Tours series, and we're going to be at a very, very famous location, Melandra Castle, which was a Roman fort. There is excavations that's been done here. There's a lot of information online about it. Now I've just got to the main site, just outside of the car park, just over there. The information board. Unfortunately, there's nothing on the notification board. It's been stolen, damaged or vandalised. So I'm going to have to walk around and just show you the place and put some information on later. Now, we've got these ditches here. There's a stone down there. That's going to be Roman. You've got this bank running all the way around. This is part of the fort. And down there, in this grass field, this was the fort area as well. And we've got Damien joining us as well shortly. Oh, I'm joined by Damien now. He's
Morning guys. Right.
He's down there. So, good morning folks. Shall we get on with it? Yeah? No?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. So I've got this area here. It's a bit overgrown, but I'm going to just do this. Got some old stonework. We've got some buildings there. So just there, Damien stood on stone foundation. Just here, we've got stone foundation. So this is actually part of the Roman fort. Just here. So for the first time, we actually get to show you something with a lot of stoneware on. We're going over that way in a bit, and we're going to check all the site whilst we're here. It's quite a big complex. The site of the main notice board, looking onto the fort, would have told you the history about the site. Stolen, vandalised and gone. So you have to look on the internet about the information. I can only tell you what I have personally been told or read. So we're stood on the outer side, car park down there, where the information board's missing. But all this, these embankments, these are all part of the fort. Melandra, Roman fort, protected monument. This is what it is. So this is one of the bigger ones, folks. This would have had hundreds of soldiers in here, and these here were proper trained military soldiers. They were in charge of controlling the mining, they were in charge of controlling trade, and they also stopped people coming to and from the landscape. We're not too far away from Manchester and Chester cities, also Roman big barrack blocks and forts. But right here, if these hills could tell a story, which they do through excavations, but yeah, these would tell you of men living, playing games, training and just doing the duty. And for the Roman Empire, this is very, very important part of the world. because around here they're mining lead, which gives them water pipes, gives them metal to make materials. And around here on the outside of the fort, this is where you'd have probably had troop training, small trenches, things like that, for practicing siege and assault. But this is it, this is the actual fort. I'll see if I can show you more as we go around. So this is on the corner of the fort site. You can see the banking going up here, and around here a tower or defensive position, and all the way up there and back up that way. But interestingly, there got a raised mound and a nice flat platform just here. Because this is a fort, you most likely you're going to have siege machines protecting the fort. And if I was having a siege machine myself, got this area here where you got a trench, this raised ground. Could imagine a Roman ballista bolt thrower there. That's going to actually stop people wanting to attack. That fort there would have had a wood palisade all around it, stone inside it, large gatehouses, and I'll be able to show you that on the next video. The next place that I go to, Manchester, which was a Roman fortification as well. But all this area, it's all protected monuments, and we can only come to theories as to what were happening in this area without the notice board being there. But all this area be perfect for training. So if you've got training going on here and troops going back to live and fortify the fort itself, that's what you're doing. And then down here it goes down towards a water course, which is where all the water would have been drew from, just down there. We'll have a look at that and we'll come back to the fort. So this bit is the outside of the fort. We just had a little walk on that little footpath, and unfortunately it's getting trashed. There's a lot of litter down there, and it is quite a steep climb up to this point. We've just been down it, we've just been back up, and I definitely would not want to have attacked this position. There's a site here. This is an old trench from one of the excavations. There's evidence that on them embankments there were trenches. I found several infill trenches, and down here there's been a couple. One here which I'm now outlining. This was a major excavation trench just there. As I say, I've not looked at the reports, so I don't know what's being found, but I can tell you that this was a main base, and as I say, several hundred people up here, and not too far away from here, got stonework again. There would have been a civilian settlement as well. And then this is all inside, so you can see it's quite a large site. And then you've got the old concrete boundary markers. Unfortunately, again on this one, you can see the vandalism. Somebody's stolen the sign, broken the sign off, and it's not good at all, not good. Because even that sign, that would have been important. So these mark the boundary of the inner fort, and then you've got the ditch and the embankment on the outside. These signs were made of bronze, so unfortunately people stolen them for the metal. But let's have a look up this way, see what we can see. I'm actually quite glad that this fort is overgrown and abandoned, because it does protect the archaeology in the ground. Sadly, there's always going to be people that think it's their right to just take material, and on these sites it's not right, and it should always be protected. So I'm glad that it's all overgrown like this for that reason. So I'm on the outer edge of the site now. You can see it is a really big site, and you can imagine in here forts, they'd have had an armoury, they'd have had where the banners of the battalion was kept, they'd have had weapon sheds, blacksmiths, they'd have had grain stores, and obviously the barrack blocks where the people slept. And it's known that on this particular site they also had tented accommodation as well to start. So this here marks the middle of the site going through, and then it goes up that way. So we've got a couple more signs around. Let's check this one as well, see what's happening. Yep, would you believe it, more theft. What a shame. So I'm in the top corner of the site, just panning over again on the high point. We are on very high ground. So this is the corner of the fort, and if I come across right into the corner, show you the valley behind you, behind us, you can see it's quite high up. So this is a naturally defended part of the site. Unfortunately, I don't want to show this, but I'm going to show it because it's here, and it just shows the state of the place. I'm quite appalled at people. So you've got litter absolutely everywhere. You've got cans in trees, another one over there, and as I say, all over this site there is litter absolutely everywhere. Crisp packets, drink cans, food, beverage, food containers, you name it, it's up here. And it's such a shame. This field here, just on the outside of the fort, this is where your cavalry horses would have been stored if you had any, and also where your messengers would come. There'd be a tent in that field, and they'd report to the command post in the centre of this very fort. That command post would send the messages into that valley down there, Derbyshire, and that takes you over towards Castleton and over towards Sheffield and across to Doncaster, Danham at the time. But yeah, this is the site, and I wish the local people would actually keep it a lot better. It's a heritage site. It's just a shame it's like that. But I'm going to let you use your imagination as to what the site looked like. So just come off the fort, just slightly downhill, you've got all this debris, bits of goalposts and lots of rubbish everywhere. Quite possibly the site of a homeless camp or a former homeless camp. But this is probably why there's rubbish everywhere. It makes me sad, it really does. And they've very clearly been building tree houses as well, as can be seen here. Lots of burning, lots of disregard for the actual site itself. So yeah, if you come here folks, that's what you've got to expect. That is what you're going to see. I just hope that the locals get to sort it out. On a positive note, it's a nice area to visit. It's got lots of history, it's worth seeing. It's just the outsides and the inside of the fort have got a lot of trash and litter. So again, with this being on the edge of the site, this is actually destroying of archaeological material, because all this valley would actually be Romanised at one time. But there we go. So on this particular site, because we're near Manchester and Chester, I do believe it would have been the 20th Legion that were based down in Chester, a division of their actual main legion. It's unknown how many men exactly was here, but that is the site of the melandra hill. It's the site of the melandra Roman fort. It's called castle. It was never ever a castle. No stone remains of a castle. If there was a castle, it would have been a timber castle from the Norman conquest period, the 11th century. Still very old. But anyway, just a quick walk round, a quick tour today. As you can see, we've got quite a lot of nasty clouds gathering. We've still got one more tour to do, which will be the next video. So really appreciate it. If you do want to see the site history, melandra Roman fort, Glossop, near Manchester, England. Google it, it'll tell you exactly what's being found, when the excavations were. I haven't done that, so I haven't got the information for you. But it'd be interesting for you to read. It's definitely a place I've enjoyed coming to. I was sad about the trash, but what can you do? Modern places, even out in the wilds, are now getting trashed, fly tipped. It's just lack of respect, but I'm not going to end on a negative note. It's a good place. I'd strongly recommend, if you ever are passing the area, come and see it and at least think about what happened here and in this valley. So until the next time, thanks for watching. This is Lee at Magnetic North Adventures. Don't forget to click that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I love to read your comments and reply where I can. So until the next time, it's bye from me.
Bye from me. See you later.
There you go folks. Damien in a lovely Derbyshire background with the rain about to set in. See you all soon. Bye for now.
Magnetic North Adventures, going secrets from the deep, exploring hidden corners where the lost things sleep. With metal in our hands and a mission in our hearts, we're cleaning up the planet, saving every part. The thrill of discovering a spark in the air. You never know what's waiting out there somewhere. From ancient coins to modern waste, every blow is a victory, no time to waste. Magnetic North Adventures, pulling secrets from the deep, exploring hidden corners where the lost things sleep. With metal in our hands and a mission in our hearts, we're cleaning Every pull is a victory. No time to wait, no time to waste, no time to waste. Magnetic North Adventures, pulling secrets from the deep, exploring hidden corners where the lost things sleep. With metal in our hands and a mission in our hearts, we're cleaning up the planet, saving every part. Magnetic North, yeah, we're out on the run. Every river, every lake, there's treasure to be